Good morning, children. Once again, welcome back to the online English classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Yovichida Miss. How are you, my dear children? I hope all of you are doing well at your home. My dear children, yesterday we have completed our grammar section, textual grammar exercises and spelling. I have told you to copy down all this in your textbook. Did you study it? Did you copy down all that? Yes, that's also very nice to hear. And today we will discuss another topic, that is vocabulary and speaking. First of all, we will start with vocabulary section. Please look at these sentences. The call was disconnected. Sita was unhappy. See the word unhappy and disconnected. In these words, un is added to the word happy and dis is added to the word connected. Here, such a words, that is dis, does, and un. This and un are added to some words to change their meanings, and these words are called this word part, not word part or syllable. They are called prefixes. What do we call? Yes, prefixes. These prefixes can change the meaning of a word. It is opposite to the meaning of that word. See, happy. The opposite of happy is unhappy. So, the word un is added. The prefix un is added to the word happy and the meaning completely changed. What does it become? Happy changed to unhappy. Unhappy means not happy. Likewise, connected. We add this to the word connected and it becomes disconnected. This is the prefix that is added to the word connected. So, the meaning entirely completely changed. Connected changed to disconnected. It means connected. Disconnected means not connected. The opposite of connected is disconnected. Disconnected means not connected. So, this, un are the prefixes. I will tell you some other examples. My dear children, we have already discussed prefix. What is prefix? It is a group of letters or syllable that is added at the beginning of some word that changes the meaning of that word. What is a prefix? It is a group of letters or syllable added to the beginning of a word. Is called a prefix. It can change the meaning of that word. Here are some examples. Happy, unhappy. Kind, unkind. Appear, disappear. Obedient, disobedient. Friendly, unfriendly. Liked, disliked. Dear children, please look at the opposite words. Which prefix is added there? Happy. We add un, unhappy. The prefix un is used. So, the opposite of happy is unhappy. What's the meaning? Not happy. Then kind. Kind, unkind. Unkind means not kind. Appear, disappear. Dis is the prefix. Disappear means what? What is disappear? Not appear. We can't see it. Obedient, disobedient. The opposite of obedient is disobedient. We add dis. That is not obedient. Friendly. He is very friendly. So the opposite of friendly is unfriendly. Unfriendly means not friendly. So when we use the prefix un, what does it mean? Not friendly. Then liked, disliked. Liked, disliked. Disliked means not liked. Liked, opposite, disliked. We add dis, dis, and the meaning changed to what? Yes, not liked. Disliked means not liked. Now all of you take page number 59. Vocabulary. Read these sentences. She became unfriendly towards the poor bird. The bird immediately disliked my aunt. See the darkened word unfriendly, disliked. In these sentences, unfriendly means not friendly. Dislike means not liking something or someone. We sometimes add un, does before a word to change its meaning. What do we call them? Yes, prefix. They are prefixes. Un means not or the opposite of. Does means not, that is the opposite. Add the correct prefix un or does to the words in A. Then match them to their meanings in B. Here column A and column B. Column A, there are some words we have to add the prefix first. After that, we have to match it with column B according to their meaning. First one has already given untie. What's the meaning of untie? Yes, it is in columns B. The answer C. To loosen the knots. It is losing something. To loosen something. That is untie. Second one, dash kind. Unkind or diskind? Yeah, it is unkind. What do you have to write there? UN, unkind. And what's the meaning of unkind? Unkind means, see column B. Yes, unkind means harsh and rude. In column B, B. The section B, column B, the second one, B, harsh and rude. Then column A, third question, dash happy. Dishappy or unhappy? Yes, unhappy. UNHAPPY, unhappy. What's the meaning of unhappy? Not happy. So, what is it here? Yeah, the answer is D, sad. Unhappy means sad. So, match it. Fourth question, dash appear. Disappear or unappear? Yes, the answer is disappear. Disappear means, see the answer in B, column B. Yeah, it is E. What's that? Not be seen anymore. We can't see it anymore. That is disappear. So match the fourth question to E. Not be seen anymore. Disappear means not be seen anymore. And fifth one, obedient. Obedient. What is the opposite of obedient? Unobedient or disobedient? Yes, disobedient. Not obedient means disobedient. That is, what's the meaning of it? Yes, the last answer is A. In column B, A. Refusing to follow rules. What's the meaning of disobedient? Refusing to follow rules. So match the fifth one to A. Disobedient. Refusing to follow rules. Untie, to loosen the knots. Unkind, harsh and rude. Unhappy, sad. Disappear, not be seen anymore. Disobedient, refusing to follow rules. Next session, speaking. Work with a friend. Take turns to describe any one person in your family. You can mention what they normally wear, their age if you know it, how they look, their activities. So my dear children, you can select anybody from your family. It may be your father or mother or grandmother or your cousin, anybody. So but what you have to do, you have to follow the things here given. You have what that person normally wear, their age, how they look, that is their appearance, then their hobbies, their activities, everything you have to mention. And here one example is given. The boy is describing his grandfather. See how he describes his grandfather. Please listen. My grandfather is 70 years old. He wakes up very early in the morning. He enjoys his morning walks. I go with him sometimes, but he walks too fast. So the boy is describing about his grandfather. He is 70 years old. He wakes up very early in the morning. He enjoys his morning walks. I go with him sometimes, but he walks too fast. Dear children, you can describe about your family member like this. So, try to speak out or try to describe about your family member. Okay? See these instructions and try to do. Dear children, today we discussed the vocabulary section and speaking section of lesson 5, the parrot who would not talk. I have also attached a worksheet in your Google Classroom. Please download it and do that activity. So, don't forget to complete the textual activities. We will meet in our next class with letter writing. That you have already studied. We can just do the textual activities of letter writing. Okay? Hope you understood today's content clearly. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.